Every TEDx event begins with a new dream. And I don't know about you guys, but I can dream big enough that I can dream of something that could completely crush me as an organizer. So what I want to talk about is how to avoid being the bottleneck as an organizer, how to develop larger teams to make events go smoothly and to make things happen. You know, when you think about it, we're really all surrounded by a community of heroes. There are people in our communities doing incredible things, and how do we invite ourselves into their lives and them into ours so that our events are reflective of their magnificence? We can limit ourselves, but it's better to be as unlimited as possible by the size of our excellent, great teams. I really want to see teams that can design creatively and systematically and work together in a seamless way. So how does this work? What does it take? What matters to me is getting people together. So about 7 months before the event, we started meeting weekly. We had a core team of people. We held a design retreat. And first, we organized the work. People want to engage. They're attracted by the magnificence of your vision, but they need some kind of meaningful or beautiful structure to participate in. So what we did was we put together all of the different elements of our workflow into this organizational chart. And every single task could be something that was one task that a single person does many of, but it could also be a sole responsibility for someone, or each single responsibility can grow into its entire team. And when you let teams flourish, they give back a heck of a lot more than they take. And it totally transformed the experience. For me, we had in our speakers area, instead of just a couple people organizing the speakers, we had 10 people just working on the slide design for our presenters' slide decks. We had a coaching team of 6 professional coaches who donated an incredible amount of time to make our speakers' talks impeccable. And we had an event manager who not only brought an incredible spirit to the event, but had their own vision for the event management experience, which was to nourish the mind, nourish the body, nourish the spirit. So you can extend the reach of your event by growing into larger teams. We had over 50 people participating for many months, and this transformed my relationship to them as the organizer. And instead, I got to focus on gardening the culture, really making sure that they stayed connected with the spirit of TED, with the vision of the event, that there was harmonization going on across teams. And I got to orchestrate the flow. I mean, there's an incredible transition that takes place from the brainstorming and creative visualizing at the beginning of an event down to the nuts and bolts of actually the best day of the year, which is the day of the event. And then, of course, extending into post-production. Of course, as you all know, there's tons of work beyond the story. And then really the responsibility to manage turned into one of just managing the inspiration. Everyone who participates, who engages, who volunteers is inspired in some way by the event. And to stay in touch with that, to stay connected with that, absolutely vital, and is what made the greatest aspects of our events come true. I always felt that perfect planning is our only safety net. It's the small things that we sweat in advance that stay small. And that's the only chance that we have to do things. So having a sense of urgency at the beginning of the planning phase and then throughout the planning phase is really vital. And it's a way to exceed expectations. So, in sum, I'm inviting everyone to dream big, but also design for scaled excellence. Build teams as a hive of hives. People get meaningful engagement. Head teams with co-leaders, and use project managers around complex tasks. Retain surplus leadership and volunteer capacity, and monitor for overreach, and be willing to prune the work as you get close to the event. And thank all, because there are no small gifts, and the best gifts will absolutely blow you away. Thank you.